The electric current A delivered by battery cells is given by the formula A is equal to N times E all over R plus NR. Calculate A, the value of A when N is equal to 4, E is equal to 2, R is equal to 12, and R is equal to 0.2, giving your answer correct to 2 decimal places. And so here we have this formula, A is equal to N times E all over R plus N times R. And so we know what small n is, right? We know that N is equal to 4. We know that capital E is equal to 2. We know that capital R is equal to 12 and small r is equal to 0.2. And so let's substitute those values in. Remember that small n is equal to 4. Capital E is equal to 2. Capital R is equal to 12. Small n is equal to 4 and small r is equal to 0.2. And so now we can perform the computations to figure out what is the value of A. And so what we're gonna do here is we multiply 4 times 2, and 4 times 2 is definitely 8. So we have 8 over 12. Next, we multiply 4 times 0.2, and 4 times 0.2 is 0.8. So we have 8 divided by 12 plus 0.8. And when we perform this computation, when we say 8 over 12 plus 0.8, what we get 1.4666 and more sixes. So the list goes on. And so we have this. And so what we have to do is we're going to write our answer correct to 2 decimal places. And so if you notice, if we look at this 6, right? Once it's 5 or greater, once it's 5 or greater, we can add 1, or we could round up. And so this is 6. So that means that we can round up. So we're going to add 1 to the 6. And so we have that A is equal to 1.47. And that's our answer correct to 2 decimal places. Next, our goal is to calculate the value of n, small n, when A is equal to 3.5, capital E is equal to 3, capital R is equal to 10, and small r is equal to 0.4. So we have this equation, and our goal is to determine what is going to be the value of n. Now we know that A is equal to 3.5, so let's substitute that in. A is equal to 3.5, capital E is equal to 3, right? Capital R is equal to 10, small n is equal to, well, that is what we're trying to find the value of. So we just write it back again. And small r is equal to 0.4. And so what do we have to do? Well, we're going to multiply n times 3, and n times 3 is 3n. So we have 3.5 is equal to 3n over 10, plus we have n times 0.4, and n times 0.4 is 0.4n. And so what we're going to do? Well, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to divide. So we take 3 and we divide it by 10, and 3 divided by 10 is 0.3. So what we actually have is 3.5 is equal to 0.3n plus 0.4n. And so we could actually add these two because they are like terms. And so we have 0.3n plus 0.4n, and that gives us 0.7n. So we have 3.5 is equal to 0.7n. We divide both sides of this equation by 0.7. This cancels over this, so we are left with n is equal to 3.5 divided by 0.7. We divide both of these, and we get that n is equal to 5. And so that means that the value of n, when A is equal to 3.5 and E is equal to 3 and capital R is equal to 10 and small r is equal to 0.4, the value of n, small n, is going to be 5. And this is the answer to our question. And that brings us to the end of this video. And so I'll see you in the next video.